Next is the public information and then further business, which looks like we're not gonna have much of, and then we have the approval of minutes. So we can continue on. Any public information from anyone?
Comment?
Okay. Any other business?
I'll just go over a few things. I have received a proposal for the peer review from Sebago Technics, and I'm just waiting for one from Goral Palmer, and then I'll send those on to you guys to review, and we can schedule maybe a special meeting to determine who we want to recommend to move forward for West Bath parking. So that's just where that's at. I'm just waiting on that second proposal. And then Max had reached out about starting with the land use ordinance changes. And I thought it might be appropriate to wait until West Bath parking is kind of settled and see if we get more members to the planning board. So maybe give that a month or two to settle down with the holidays. Does that sound good, or do you want to schedule a special meeting with Max to steam forward?
What do you guys think?
Probably let it settle down, I think might be good, right after, let's get through the holidays, right, and then.
I'm fine with that.
All right, so we'll check back in
It's
January.
It's only 3 weeks till
Right,
next
yeah.
year, so.
Do we have any leads on anybody, has anybody expressed any interest?
No, I haven't really
Reached out.
recruited much
Yeah.
yet, but
No.
again, the holidays aren't a real great time to try to get people
Yeah.
involved, but you never
Maybe
know.
the worst time to try to get anyone involved.
Well, yeah. Everybody call your neighbors.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
mentioned it to a couple people.
Do we advertise in the paper? Sometimes I've seen some towns will advertise certain positions.
Yeah, that's a
and
good
stuff.
idea. I know Suzanne had talked about having kind of a career fair for committees, but really the planning board is the one that's in need, so it's more isolated, but yeah, I have seen advertisements in the
Yeah.
paper, so that's a good idea.
I think some people still read the newspaper.
Yes. Probably the demographic that would have time to volunteer on the planning board.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Any other business?
No.
No?
John, do you see anything coming at us, like expansions or anything? What do you see in the next couple of months? You must have had some people come in.
Yeah, I'm working, there's an architect right now that's doing a project on Rock Haven. It's a very minimal expansion of some dormers. There's just a very small section that lies in 75 feet. That's, could be for next month, if not probably the month after. Otherwise, I have not heard anything else on any other expansions.
Are any businesses along Route 1 or Old Route 1, State Road, or, I mean, there's not anything?
We do have, there is that one that's.
Yeah, we have an auto repair shop that's trying to get their application together.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
may or may not
So a couple of things coming.
be up in January.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that gonna replace one of the ones, or is that gonna be an additional?
An additional one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Gonna be like the auto repair mecca.
Yeah.
I would
That's
say-
great.
The auto mile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super. Anything else? No? Alright, so we have approval of minutes.
We can do September 12th first.
What?
Do September 12th first.
Yeah.
First.
Sorry. Yeah, September 12th. Is there any,
That's fine.
no?
I'm good.
I don't think
Okay,
I'll put a motion out to accept the September 12th meeting minutes as presented.
I second.
second, yeah.
All in favor? Great.
Okay. And then November 14th.
November 14th, yep. Um,
Oh, my condolences to Carol. 9 pages. This is one we'll have to refer back to make sure we have covered all of the items.
I think that's a great idea. So, motion to look over and approve next meeting?
No, I mean, I think we can, I think we can approve the minutes, it's just that this is one we use to continue the review of
Oh,
the
moving
parking area.
forward?
Yeah, you'll wanna refer to this at the next meeting to see what you've already approved for articles and where the board fell on those.
So I presume we would not go back and revisit any of those that we've considered. Other than perhaps the ones that we didn't approve, if they provide more information, of course. So I'll make a motion to accept this from, as proposed.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay, good.
Now, November 28th. So are you saying that they're coming back the parking lot, next meeting?
No, they're going to need to wait until the peer review is done.
Yeah.
So the next, you'll decide who you want to do the peer review, and then they'll need to conduct their review, which could take however long it takes. I wouldn't think it would take longer than a month to turn around, but then they would come back, and you could either decide to have that at the regular meeting, or depending on what's on the agenda, you might hold it as a special meeting.
Okay. Thank you.
In the minutes for November 28th, I'd like to include something about the West Bath Parking LLC, how they propose to table their application. Did we include anything? I didn't see it, apparently, in there, but I think that's significant that in the letter to the planning board of November 28th, actually.
So the first sentence under applicants 1, Attorney Perkinson announced that the counsel for the applicant has requested that the board table the application. So their legal counsel,
Okay, so the counsel for the applicant has requested, okay, there it is.
yeah.
Okay, very good.
And their letter requesting that is gonna be
Included.
included in the record.
Good, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, all of the
Okay.
supporting documents,
Yeah.
like John's letter, will get included.
All right.
Also, I don't see it in the letter, but I think it was said by the attorney, Parkinson, perhaps, that the applicant had agreed to pay for the independent consultants. Did we say that somewhere? Did I miss that one too? And I think that was something, I'm not sure if it was the attorney or it was, or
I know that it was said in the meeting before, I don't know if it was said in this meeting, but I can take a look at that.
I remember that too.
It was November,
I
it
don't,
was,
I don't remember the one before, but I remember in that one, and I think it was.
On the 28th?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when they,
okay.
when they asked to be tabled, they said
Okay.
they'd agreed to paying for it, but they also wanted to table it. But I could be mistaken, but I thought.
So do you wanna table these so that I can look into that? Or do you just wanna,
well, it was stated at the meeting,
right,
and so I'm not sure if it was the Attorney Parkinson
okay.
or who it was, but whoever did state it, if we could just include that in the minutes, that would be helpful.
Okay,
So,
I think, was it Durwood, I think he said that it wasn't, didn't say it in the code, but basically, the other ones, like the subdivision did and everything else,
Yeah.
was assumed that they would have to pay.
yes, but they have agreed that they would pay. According to, we didn't get it directly from the applicant though, because they weren't even at the meeting, but they,
Yeah.
I believe it was either the attorney or, I'm not sure.
okay.
So with that change, I would vote we accept the minutes.
Okay.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Okay. There we go.
All right, next meeting date is January 9th.
Everyone
It's not
feeling
really
clear that day?
Yeah.
Yep.
Check. That should be. Yeah, all right, that's good. This is good with you guys?
Yep.
Everyone? Super.
I'd just be interested in what Christine, what you think about putting an ad in the paper for
I
planning board
think that's
members.
fine, I think any outreach that the board or the clerk is interested in doing, it's just fine,
Yeah,
whether it's the planning board or any other committee.
I mean, if there are other committee positions that are vacant, that can be included
Yeah,
certainly.
definitely.
So, well, okay, great. That's- Move adjourned.
Yep,
Second.
all right. All in
Okay.
favor?